If you've been counting the days for your U.S. immigration case to move forward, you'll want to hear this. USCIS is making real progress in cutting down processing times in 2025, and the changes could be bigger than you think. Major improvements in USCIS processing times. For years, applicants for green cards, citizenship, and work permits have been stuck in frustratingly long backlogs. But as of August 2025, there's measurable improvement, not just promises. Recent USCIS data shows a backlog reduction of over 20% compared to 2024, and many key forms are being processed months faster. Take Form I-485 for adjustment of status. In 2024, it averaged 12 to 15 months in most service centers. Now, we're seeing 8 to 10 months. Naturalization applications using Form N-400 have dropped from an 8 to 12-month average to around 5 to 7 months. Work authorizations, critical for students and spouses, are being approved in just 2 to 4 months, compared to the previous 4 to 6. Even the I-130 family petition, which can be a waiting game, is down from 10 to 14 months to roughly 7 to 9 months. Why this speed-up is happening now? Several forces are working together to make this happen. First, staffing. USCIS has hired over 5,000 new employees in the last 2 years, focusing on high-volume service centers like California and Texas. Second, technology. More application types can now be filed and tracked through the USCIS online account system, eliminating paper delays. USCIS also integrated AI-powered tools to flag missing information in the earliest stages of review, which cuts down on requests for evidence later. Third, funding. The 2025 federal budget included a boost for immigration processing, specifically aimed at clearing the pandemic-era backlog. Combined with efficiency-focused policy changes under the Biden-Harris administration, like automatic work permit extensions, the agency is moving faster without cutting corners. Uneven but noticeable gains across the country. While the national numbers look good, improvements aren't uniform everywhere. Certain service centers are seeing bigger drops than others. For example, applicants in Texas and California are often experiencing shorter waits due to targeted staffing increases, while some smaller centers remain slower due to caseload spikes or local staffing limits. In practical terms, this means 2 applicants filing the same form on the same day could see very different timelines depending on location. That's why checking your individual service center's posted processing times remains essential. Real-world examples from applicants. In recent weeks, immigration attorneys have been reporting green card approvals in under 10 months for well-prepared adjustment of status cases. Naturalization applicants in certain states have been scheduled for interviews within 4 months of filing. And for the first time in years, many work permit renewals are arriving before the old ones expire, avoiding employment gaps. One attorney described a case where a family's I-130 petition for a spouse overseas moved from case received to documentarily qualified in just over 8 months, compared to the 14-month wait they'd been expecting based on 2023 numbers. Key tips to take advantage of faster processing. If you want to benefit from these shorter waits, preparation is critical. File online whenever possible. The USCIS account portal gives instant confirmation and faster routing to the correct service center. Double-check every detail on your forms to avoid requests for evidence. Even a small error can add months. Track your case status using the USCIS website or apps like Case Tracker. Consider premium processing if your form is eligible, like the I-140 employment-based petition. Schedule biometrics quickly if required. Delays in completing this step can stall your case. Challenges still ahead. Even with faster times, challenges remain. Surges in certain visa categories, asylum case backlogs, and high seasonal demand can still cause delays. And while the USCIS goal is to process 80% of cases within 6 months by the end of 2025, that leaves 20% of cases that may still face longer waits due to complexity, security checks, or legal issues. My additional perspective. From a broader view, this acceleration in processing is not just a bureaucratic improvement, it's a signal of how policy priorities and resource allocation can directly affect people's lives. Immigration timelines shape everything from job opportunities to family reunifications. While these gains are encouraging, they also highlight the need for applicants to act quickly when conditions are favorable. History shows that processing times can change again, sometimes without warning, so those ready to file should consider doing so while momentum is on their side. Final thoughts. The bottom line. USCIS is moving faster in 2025, and for many applicants, that's translating into shorter waits, quicker approvals, and fewer disruptions to their plans. But the improvements benefit those who are ready, organized, and proactive. For anyone in the green card, citizenship, or work permit process, now is the time to prepare, file, and track closely. The window of faster processing may not last forever, but right now, it's a welcome shift in the U.S. immigration landscape. If you found this update useful, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Visa Intel USA so you never miss important immigration news and practical tips that can impact your journey. Thank you.